Welcome everyone to another video. I'm DK.
And I'm SHARKMAN.
And today, like we promised last week, we are going to rank, well not really rank, we're going to tell you which, well it is ranking. Rank the Fellowship of the Ring, the 9 characters.
The Fellowship from the Lord of the Rings movies. We're going to rank them from our least favorite to our most favorite. And when I say least favorite, it's not that I don't like some of these characters. I just like some characters more.
Actually, I don't think there's any character in the Fellowship that I despise.
I don't despise my number 10. I just don't like him as much as a lot of other characters. Yeah. He's just not my... You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Even though I said I didn't like him, it's more of I don't like him as much as others. Mm-hmm. Then I don't like his character. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Also, there's only 9 characters, not 10. So.
Yeah, so that's...
And since we already went over them, the Lord of the Rings characters last week...
The previous week.
Hopefully this video won't be as long.
Yeah.
But the characters might be in a different order, depending on how we think about it, because we're basing them off the Fellowship, not off all the Lord of the Rings characters. So, let's get into this.
Also, I accidentally wrote mine like backwards rather than going up. I wrote them downward, like starting from 9. But I'm 9. Number 1 will always be number 1, like the best character. It's just I accidentally wrote, when I was writing my list, I wrote it kind of in reverse because I started with 9 at the top and 1, you know what I mean?
Right. Okay? Also, I forgot to say.
Which means I'm going up and you're going, or I'm going down and you're going up.
Yeah.
So.
Forgot to say, like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications if you haven't already. Also share with your friends. And let us know how you would rank the Fellowship of the Ring group. So, for my number 9, I did Frodo.
For my number 9, I did Aragorn. Or Aragon, I guess. I always say Aragorn. A lot of people pronounce it Aragorn even though there's no R, but it's actually pronounced, it's spelled Aragon. I just don't like him as much as some of the other characters. That's all I can say about it. It's not that I don't think he's a good character in general. It's just he's my least favorite out of the Fellowship.
Yeah. Well, okay, I know Frodo is the main character. And I loved him in the books. I don't know. There are certain moments in the movies that he is amazing, and I love him and everything in those parts.
Aragorn or Frodo?
Frodo.
Oh, okay, Frodo, yeah.
For Frodo. I'll talk about Aragorn later because he's higher up. But if I'm putting him against all the other characters, he's not up there, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was trying to see if I spelled it correctly. Oh! My feet, I'm sorry, guys. My feet are too big. I'm sorry.
You got long legs.
I got long legs and big feet. Anyway, I'm sorry. Continue.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say. I think I said it all in the last video. I don't remember. There's just not much to say about Frodo. If I have a lot to talk about a character, then that means I really like him. But
apparently you have a lot to say about Aragorn because he's pretty high on your list. Clearly.
Yeah. I mean, I do
disagree, but you know,
I will say the only things I really liked about Frodo is that he was the one who took on the burden from Bilbo. Like, at first he didn't want to.
Right.
But he did do it. And then when they were talking about who was going to take the ring, he stepped up and said he would do it. He didn't want to burden anybody with the burden of the ring. And he did have mercy on Gollum. And
like Bilbo.
Yeah. There were a lot of good points about Frodo. It's just that I didn't like him as much as the other Fellowship characters. So anyway, yeah. So for number 8, I have Boromir.
For number 8, I have Frodo.
So
I like Frodo better than Aragorn. How you prefer to pronounce it? I prefer Aragorn because that's what I'm used to saying. I'm just used to saying that, okay, guys?
Even though I'm saying looked it wrong. It's been a while since we've seen the movie.
When I started watching them, that's just what I went by because that's how she called them.
Okay, here's the thing. There is a movie called Lord of the Beans. It's a VeggieTale movie. It's something we watched when we were growing up and everything. They changed the names in the movie, and I can't remember. I get it mixed. I get the character who plays Aragorn in there mixed up with Aragorn. So I have a hard time remembering which pronunciation it is.
Right.
But we're gonna call him Aragorn in here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't come at us.
Don't come at us. I know we're saying it wrong, but that's just how I'm gonna say grew up saying it, I guess. I should have looked it up before because last time we were struggling with it too. Yeah. So, but Frodo to me, I think the reason I like Frodo more is, a little bit more. I still don't like you. I don't really like him that much, but I like him just slightly more. More so because he was selfless and was willing to risk his own life for the good of Middle Earth and its people. You know,
it's not just Middle Earth; it's the whole, all of the places.
Yeah, but Middle Earth is what holds all that. That's what they call. That's like say Earth. That's like me saying Earth, and you'd be like, well, no. It's like the whole globe. Holds the. It's the same thing.
World, I would say the whole world.
That's what. But Middle Earth is what their fictional world is called, is it not?
Yes.
I don't know, guys. You have to tell us about it.
Middle Earth is like the country,
I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is the country, and I'm just, I don't know. But that's what I'm going with because that's where Rivendell and all those are, and so I'm just gonna assume that's what their world's called.
I'm just gonna say I think I got it. I heard Middle Earth, and then I associated with the Shire.
Again, though, he did it for the point is he selflessly at that meeting when he could have walked away, could have let somebody else carry that to Mordor. He stepped up and was like, "No, I'm gonna do this because that for the good of everybody else." Is what I'm saying.
Right?
Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense.
It's my point. That's why I like him slightly more. Again, though, I don't like him as much as some of the other characters like you. I still think he's kind of boring or whatever, but just, I don't know. That's just me. I don't know.
Last video, David and I we talked a lot about Boromir and Faramir.
Yes.
And that whole discussion has changed my view on Boromir more. That's why he's higher on the list than Frodo. Boromir being the older brother and the things he went through, it's understandable about why he wanted the ring. But also, I don't know, he did protect Pippin and Merry. And he was sorry for trying to take the ring. But he had good intentions of what he wanted to do with the ring, but, just his sacrifices and seeing his backstory, some really changed my perspective on him. And he also trained Merry and Pippin how to fight. That one scene is so hilarious. So,
he definitely had more of a sibling type role, like an older sibling type role.
Like the older brother.
Because because he had to take care of his younger brother.
He didn't really underestimate. He was one of the characters who didn't underestimate the hobbits and their skill level, because he was like a big brother to them, and he didn't see them as they couldn't fight. Right,
and he also in a sense cared kind of deeply about them because of that one line he says when he's talking about we should find a different route or whatever because this mountain because it's gonna be the death of the little ones in a sense is what he said.
And then
I think he has a more caring role towards them, if that makes sense.
Also when they escaped and Gandalf had just died, he's like give them a moment to grieve for pity's sake.
Yeah.
I understand where Aragorn is coming from because it was dangerous to stay there because they would be attacked but seeing Boromir's sensitive side really...
His, what's the word, caring, sibling, like, loving nature, I guess. Because he had to raise Faramir, he has more of, like, a, I don't know, older brother that, you know, like, you know what I mean? Where the older brother or older sibling of a younger sibling has to take care of him because one of the parents is neglectful or both of the parents are gone. You know what I mean? Like, they have to play parent or whatever. That's what I got from Boromir. Just because I feel, and you know what I mean? Like, I feel like his character had a lot more to him that rather than just being, you know, boring and lame. You know, because I feel like that's how you see him. It's kind of boring and lame and not really, you know what I mean?
Right.
But, like, I don't know. I just see him in a different, like, way than other people do. Like, I see him more in depth.
Yeah, for a while I didn't like his character because he was trying to take the ring and everything. So I didn't see his good points at all until last week's discussion.
But he also is a human, and human, unfortunately, it's just in human nature to give into evil and want, you know, to be tempted. It's just, you know, we're weak, like, mentally we're weak, and we always try to, you know what I mean? Like, we're always going to be tempted and weak-minded and always wanting to take what's evil for what we believe is right. You know what I mean? And I think Boromir's character kind of shows us that in a, like, beautifully, how humans are weak-minded, but their intentions are good in their eyes, but they still try to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Man, I feel smart anytime I talk like that. I'm sorry, we're off topic, but that's basically how I see his character. And now that I rewatch, and when I rewatch the movies or watch somebody react to the movies, I start thinking about that, and I start seeing his character more in depth.
Yeah, that's the greatest thing about watching people react on YouTube to these movies is you can see different perspectives of each character than what you originally saw.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which I love. So.
Of course, there are times where you're like, but this wasn't the point of this moment. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
Like, or you guys missed this part because you're too busy focused on this part. Why are you not?
I know, but...
But I feel like, you know, it's just because we've seen the movies so many times. Yours was Frodo. Okay. Number 7. I have Gandalf.
We already went over Boromir, and Boromir's number 7 for me, so I'm not gonna go in depth with him. But I would like to know, I think me and the audience, well, me and the, you know, the viewers would like to see, or not see, hear what you have to say about Gandalf and why you like Gandalf over Boromir.
Gandalf is a really good mentor. Really, really good mentor.
He's definitely a wise old man. Wise old wizard.
Sure, he has flaws. Because he was too scared to go into the mines of Moria. But I can understand because he is older and he does know what is at the depth, the Balrog, and everything.
And he's a Maya, so...
Yeah, but all his fight scenes...
Maya? I don't know how he's pronounced it.
All his fight scenes were great. His leadership skills, as far as when he went to the White City and took over with the army and everything, was great. His talks with Frodo and Pippin were amazing. Sure, there were a few times where he was like, I have no memory of this place. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. Of course, he could get really harsh too. Like, my favorite scene is when Pippin, in the first movie, knocks over a skeleton into a well and it makes a lot of noise, and Gandalf is like, fool of a took. Throw yourself down next time and rid us of your stupidity. But his relationship with Bilbo and Frodo is amazing. And I also, like, I don't know, just the whole relationship with Bilbo from the Hobbit movies. And how he keeps getting surprised by the hobbits.
Right.
Because, you know, you don't expect anything from like a 3.5 to 4 foot tall creature, but I don't know.
They're just more stealthy and sneaky than other races, I guess. I mean, that's exactly how they describe them in the movies is that they're just, you know, in The Hobbit, Gandalf outright says that hobbits are good at, you know, stuff because they're quiet and stealthy and quick on their feet.
That's why
Bilbo was chosen in The Hobbit.
As a burglar.
Yes. So like, I don't know. I don't know, man.
I mean, Gandalf's lines are the most quotable lines.
I think maybe the reason why he has no memory of certain spots is because he lost the ability to see like visions and stuff of the future. Because I can't remember what it is, but there's like a book or something. There's like a lot of different other books along with the normal like Lord of the Rings books that go deeper into lore and stuff. And I can't remember which book it was, but there's a book that talks more about like what the magical beings are, like Gandalf and all of them. And they used to have, I think they lost their ability to do that because they got like physical forms or something like that. I forget how it went, but it was something like that. And basically the Maya, which is what Gandalf is, was just like lower ranking angels, I guess you could think of them, and like, you know what I mean, because all of Lord of the Rings is supposed to be like an allegory or whatever. And isn't that what it's called?
An allegory is like a
or you know what I mean? Yeah, like
like different things
reflects our like reality or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
But basically he and some of the other Maya had the ability to see like the future and stuff, which is why Gandalf like said that he has a feeling that Gollum has like a bigger role, and that he'll have some sort of role in destroying the ring. Essentially, is because because he kind of has like a leftover sense of it, I guess, because of like, you know what I mean.
He's just getting old.
I don't know. Maybe
he's getting really old.
I don't know. But that's what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just what I heard from another person who I like to watch who does that kind of stuff. So
what was the horse's name? Fairmax?
Yeah, Fairmax.
That doesn't sound right. I have to look it up. I'll write it down here. But his
Shadowman?
Something to that extent.
I wanted to say Radagast, but that's not his church vomit. Radagast the Brown, yeah, he's the one with the like the bird nest in his hair, and he has like the rabbit
Santa Claus sled thing.
Yeah. But
Hobbit, guys, Hobbit. That's from the Hobbit.
I feel like it was Shadowfax or something.
Shadowfax. I think that's it.
It sounds right. We'll have to look it up later. But I'm pretty sure we're close. We gotta be close. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyways, what's your number 6?
Yours is Gandalf, right?
Yep.
Mine is Gimli.
Okay. And why?
Did you see his face? He looks so disappointed.
I just think Gimli should have been a little bit higher, at least 5, because I don't know. I just thought Gimli was funny, and
is that because Gimli is your number 5?
No, I will explain when we get to number 5. I'll explain why he's there, but you tell me why you put Gimli where you put him.
Okay, well. Gimli is a hilarious character.
Yes.
I will say that. I love his dynamic with Legolas.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He doesn't really contribute much as far as like plans and stuff.
Oh, so because he's not smart, he's down on that. He's that far down. Is that what you're saying? Because you don't have the brains. You do realize that dwarves are not known for their smarts, right? They're known for their stubbornness and their I will say that he does
roughness.
You know,
he does take up most of the comedic parts, and also
somebody has to. I'm just saying, somebody has to.
His fight scenes. I love his relationship with Aragorn and Legolas. And the Merry and Pippin moments with them is like...
You always call them the little hobbits? Did you literally just always call them the little hobbits?
Yes, I did. I don't know. That's why it's like the little Merry and Pippin. Like...
Oh, man. Anyway, continue.
I can't really tell you many... Maybe I should have put them lower if that's the case. But because I can't really think of many. I mean, the 2 scenes that No, 3 scenes. Maybe 4 scenes. I don't know. But I remember that really impacted me with his character is his loyalty to Aragorn in the 3rd movie when they go to see the dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the dead king or whatever. The kings of
he overcame
the past.
He overcame his fear of it. I love the scene where he looks down and all the skeleton heads are and,
yeah.
I like the when he gets emotional when they realize Aragorn like fell off.
Right.
The thing.
They fail.
And I love his just like things might be rough for him, especially like the running in the second movie where they're like, going to find Mary, but then it just makes it comical and he's not like slow down. I mean, he's not. It's like we dwarves can run, run all day or something.
Yeah. Sorry.
But anytime he hears something that is like someone could have been dead or something, he looks emotional and sad. He can get serious when he needs to be. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else to say except for he's hilarious and
that's pretty much it for you.
He's hilarious.
It's around for you.
He's funny, he's hilarious, he goofy, he should be serious sometimes.
Yeah.
Mostly the comical relief.
He's probably one of the most funny dwarves out of like the Middle Earth universe.
He's the most memorable dwarf.
No, Thorin and then Fili and Kili.
No. Gimli is the most memorable dwarf. Because I can't. Okay.
I refuse to believe that Fili. I can't remember which one it is, Fili or Kili, whichever one with the dark hair. I refuse to believe that you don't think he's
the second most memorable.
No, there's no way.
The second.
You always, every time we watch the Hobbit movie, you're always like, yes, Fili, you're my favorite, or Kili, you're my favorite character. Like, come on. No, not for you. I bet if we were doing Hobbit, you would be putting him near the top. I know you would. You would be putting him near the top of the list.
If you guys want us to do the Hobbit, ranking the Hobbit characters, the group, put it down below.
We'll have to look up the names so we can write them down, but we'll probably,
Honestly, more than half of those characters don't even need to be in the movie.
Except for Fili and Kili, they can stay in there.
Fili, Kili, Thorin, and whoever his mentor is.
Balin?
Is it Balin?
I think Balin's the one with the gray hair and the long gray beard.
And then Bilbo, Gandalf, and Smaug.
Or is it Dwalin? No, Dwalin I think is the bald guy. I think that Dwalin's the bald guy. I could be wrong.
But all the other characters, not memorable whatsoever.
Okay, whatever. Fine. Arguably, Gimli is the most... Okay, fine. If you guys are not fans of The Hobbit, and yes, Gimli's the most...
I love The Hobbit. Okay, the Hobbit movies. I'm not so big on the book. Just because it was just... There were too many dwarves.
Then why do you complain that the Hobbit movies don't follow the book if you hate the book? If they followed the book, you hated it more.
I thought I said that I love the movies more than the book because...
No, you didn't. You said you... No, you didn't.
Okay.
No, you didn't.
But
I'm pretty... I don't know, man.
Now, it's... Yeah.
I should have recorded you saying that so I could remember what exactly you said. Because maybe you did say you liked it more than the book. I don't remember. But that's just what I remember.
Anyway, let's move on to number 5, which you have given.
You have Merry.
I have Merry.
Okay, well, I put Gimli here because I like funny characters, okay? Don't blame me, okay? But also because I think him and Legolas, banter is priceless. And to me, that's worth a top 5, at least. At least for me, that's a top 5 contender.
I'm at 13. I'm like, what?
I'm sitting at 33, or was it 43, and wherever they shoot him, and it's like, that's because my axe is embedded in his head.
Or how about the line of like, should I describe it to
should I describe it to you, or should I find you a box? And then, see, like, that's funny. Like, I don't know, bro. Or the part where he's like, you're gonna have to toss me, and then he's like, just don't tell Legolas. I'm like, come on, that's.
Well, don't tell the elf.
to me, that's worth the top 5 for me, just personally. But you know, you don't like.
Hey,
you like what you like,
top
okay?
5.
You know what? I'm happy at least Mary made. If Mary didn't make top 5, I would be going haywire on you right now.
I love Mary. He's out of the 2 goofballs. He is the most serious, and more mature. I think I've said this in the last video.
Yeah.
And I mean, what can I say? He does step up to fight.
He's a lot more mature than Pippin.
He puts Pippin in his place in the second movie.
Yeah.
Like, I won't do it again. Well, there won't be a next time for you, Pippin, to do this and that, because
and
like,
are
you coming with me? It's like, not this time, Pippin.
Yeah, and then Gandalf and him ride off into the sunset.
Yeah. I love Mary.
I'm just kidding. They don't ride off into the sunset.
I love all his emotional scenes. I love his funny scenes too.
He's also more brave. I feel like Mary's more brave than Pippin. Well, okay, minus that time when he saved Gandalf. But besides that, I'm pretty sure Mary's also the most brave. His
relationship with Pippin and Frodo and
Frodo
he knows how to get serious when it counts. Even though he does get in a lot of trouble.
Mary, it's Frodo!
The tree's
Hello, Frodo.
The tree's talking.
Don't encourage it. Bro, that's okay. Treebeard is an honorable mention for me. I'm sorry. To me, Treebeard's too good to be on a list for me.
Treebeard was an honorable mention for the last.
I know, but he's still an honorable mention for me.
Yeah, I love Treebeard. He is played by the voice of the guy who plays Gimli. So
yeah, I think Treebeard is too good for a list. Like, I think he's got to be up there with number 1 for me. Just because he's just too good, bro. I'm sorry.
Number 4.
Number 4, I have Legolas, and the same reason for Gimli, just because I like their banter, and I think that they have a really good friendship. That's why I put them in, like.
Yeah, I have Legolas there.
Plus, I think Legolas is just dope.
Okay. Legolas has it all. I'm just gonna say he has the looks. He has the
finally agree on
ability. He has the banter. He had like the scene where he takes down the Oliphant by himself and still counting how many things he's killing, people he's killing.
Right.
Is hilarious. And when he finishes that, he like does this cool move down the trunk of the Oliphant, and it's like that still only counts as 1.
I feel like you and me actually agreed on 1 for once. Well, we're gonna agree on probably 2 maximum. Just saying. As far as like same place goes.
Yeah. Also, like Legolas is very loyal.
That too.
He has no fear.
True.
Like, he's always the first one to go, and then Gimli's like, I am not going to be outdone by an oaf.
Yeah. So. Then there was that one scene where him and Legolas had a drinking competition, and he got, like, he literally passed out, and Legolas is just standing there, like, doing this.
I had a sensation in my hand.
Legolas is just standing there, just drinking more and more, and Gimli's just got, like, knocked out.
Best.
Oh my goodness! They're really good friends, and I like their friendship.
Yeah, in the book at the end, they talk about Legolas and Gimli going off on an adventure on their own.
I'm going on an adventure.
I'm going on an adventure.
I didn't even say the on the. I don't know. I mixed words there.
So who's your number 3?
Sam. Samwise Gamgee. We already said this in the last video we did on Lord of the Rings, but Sam, I think, is the kind of friend we all want, and he has the qualities that you would want in a friend.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He's loyal. He sticks. Well, I mean, mainly loyal and staying by your side no matter what is pretty much the same thing. But he's loyal and he doesn't really give up. I guess would be he's very persistent.
Right.
When given a challenge, you know what I mean?
Yes. I have Aragorn.
I don't know why you like Aragorn so much, but
okay.
He's
not funny. I know that.
He
has a couple of parts where it's comedic.
I don't care that he's funny or not. I just care about how he acts.
His humbleness.
I disagree with the humbleness part, but that's just me. Again, that's just me. I think he's just too bland of a character.
He has been humbled by many people.
I would say the third movie he got humbled pretty good. I would say that I liked him more at the end of the third movie than I did the other two. Because to me, in 1 and 2, he was just too bland of a character. Like, he was too dry and
I will say,
salty, I guess.
I don't like his relationship with Erwin.
I don't like his relationship with anybody.
But I will just say that he is a character with a lot of turmoil. He's with a lot of burden and like he is denying his who he is and everything in the first 1.5 movies. But I like his respect for Frodo. I like his respect for authority. He is very smart. He's very good at rallying the troops. His speeches are great. I will say.
I'm sorry for laughing, but just that you're putting that as a contender for why he's in this spot is hilarious. Like, oh, you have to have great speeches to be in top 3.
Here's the thing. You have to have great speeches
to be a good king. Is that what you're gonna say?
A good leader.
Yeah,
rallying your troops. He didn't promise that they wouldn't die. He wouldn't promise that they wouldn't get hurt or that they would not fail or whatever. True. He was willing to put his life on the line for Frodo in the third movie where he was distracting Sauron and his fleet so that Frodo could get to the mountain.
That's what I'm saying. That part to me was more selfless than anything else he did.
He also had to accept that he was the son of
what's his name? Isildur? Isildur? He's a Isildur's heir. So I'm assuming it's either his kid or his grandkid or something.
That's his ancestor.
Isildur?
Yeah. Or something like that.
Yeah, Isildur.
Yeah. In order to take the sword and be able to get the dead to help them get the army. He's always keeping his promises. He resisted the ring.
Yeah, true. He did. That's true. He did.
He could have taken a ring from Frodo.
That's true.
But he closed Frodo's hand.
I would have gone with you to the end. Is what he said. And,
That's the first one to say, "Let's go save Merry and Pippin." He promises Boromir to protect the White City, their people. Even though
he kept refusing it, maybe 500 times in one movie.
Yeah, but the thing was that I think that Frodo changed his mind on a lot of things because he saw that Frodo was taking up this responsibility that he didn't he had a lot of responsibility.
True, that's true.
A life or a path that was hard and that he couldn't do alone. He also sees that he's not alone anymore. Aragorn, I mean.
Yeah.
Because he was, and he rejected his blood because he didn't want people to find out because he didn't have anybody to really, follow him and support him. But then Frodo took on the ring, and no matter...
Shed a new life for him, basically, is what you're saying? Yeah.
And you see his character grow through the second and third movie.
Mostly third movie.
but
arguably.
So, yes, I think he deserves to be in.
At least he's number one. At least he's not number one. Yeah. If he was number one, I would freak out. I really would. I'm just saying, Aragorn is not deserving of one. I'm just saying, I will die on that hill alone if I have to. I'm serious. I will die alone knowing that if I have to. But I do not think Aragorn is worthy of being one. At least number one.
So who's your number two?
Mary.
Mary
is twice the man Aragorn is.
Why?
Unlike Aragorn, Mary isn't afraid of challenge. Aragorn is a coward when it comes to challenge. I'm serious. Like I can't.
To be honest,
you cannot. If he's too cowardice to become king, he's cowardice of being challenged. So that's why I think Mary is. I'm serious.
Okay. No, I know you're serious. That's why
you can't deny it though. Mary is more persistent when given a challenge than Aragorn is. You gotta admit.
Saying that Mary would become king immediately if he was told that he came from an ancestor that was seen as the traitor of all traitors.
I think that Mary would have had a lot more higher chance than Aragorn, but again, that's my opinion. That is my opinion. That's my opinion.
Okay. Mine is Sam.
Maybe I do have some sort of vendetta against Aragorn or something, because I don't know. I hate characters, or just maybe hate's too strong a word. I despise characters that are boring and bland, and Aragorn to me is boring and bland. And just kind of like dry. Like he is a dry character. His personality His personality is dry. Okay. Do you? Okay.
No.
Have you? Do you not hear how dry and bland and how little of a whatever he can give in his tone? Like, do you not hear that when he talks? So, you know what I mean? Do you not hear that when he talks? Because that's how I hear it. I hear him as being, I don't know.
I guess I don't know.
Maybe you just see more of yourself in him than I do. But I don't know. He drives me nuts. He really does.
Is it?
He irks me.
Like crosshair for you?
Except Aragorn doesn't have a... Yeah, basically if Aragorn had... Except he's basically Crosshair if Crosshair had a normal voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just irks me so much. He gets under my skin too much.
Okay.
I don't know.
You don't have to keep pleading why this is.
I don't know. Maybe I just don't like the fact that he's number 3 for you. I just don't think he's worthy of that spot. Maybe I don't know. I
told him before this video.
This is hard for me, bro.
That it was very hard for me to do this list, but also that we were not going to agree 100%.
And that's okay.
And I told him he was going to get angry at some point.
Angry? No, just kind of disappointed, I guess. Would be... I don't know. I just don't think he's that great a character, and I just think that he's.
That's okay. That's okay. That's your opinion.
That is my opinion. That's your opinion. I'm sorry. I just can't help it. Okay.
I also think that Sam should have been number 2.
True. I know.
Because Sam is one of the most incredible characters, and we've said this so many times throughout this video.
Again, 2 times the man that Aragorn is.
I would agree.
I would say he's probably 20 times.
That's why he is above.
I think that he's at least maybe 20 times more the man that Aragorn is. Because at least Sam actually did stuff. Aragorn was just kind of like, dude. I just think that he had. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Maybe it is just because he doesn't like his heritage or whatever. But he's just such a downer through the whole movie series. He is. Am I wrong? Am I wrong that he's a downer through the whole Lord of the Rings movies? Up till the end of 3.
Up to the end of 3.
Minus the end of 3, what, am I wrong?
I think the 3rd movie he was not as a downer.
That's what I'm saying. Through most of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, he's pretty much a whole, like a rain on the parade.
He still has doubts about himself.
He rains on everybody's parade though. Does he not? Oh my goodness, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
We're supposed to move on, David.
Let's just move on.
Back to Sam.
Sam, better character. I like his spirit. I think he's just more able to do stuff when presented with a challenge. In my opinion,
he steps up for. I mean, not step. Well, he does do that too. He stands up for Frodo. Puts his life on the line for Frodo.
Even when Frodo betrays him at the end of the 3rd movie when he puts the ring on, still goes back and saves Frodo from falling into lava.
Defeats Sheila.
True, he did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did Aragorn fight a big spider? No, he didn't. It was Sam.
He did.
Sorry.
He did try to fight the cave troll.
He did. That is true.
He took the thing and stabbed the cave
troll.
That
is true. He did. Out. He hit him in the peck. He did. He did. He smacked him there. That's true.
Yeah, I mean he did so much. Now you could go on, but I'm not going to because then he'll be ranting the whole time.
No, just go ahead. I'll get you. I'm already done with him. Please just go ahead.
Nope.
You need. I need to know why. Otherwise, I'm not gonna get to sleep tonight. So you might as well just tell me now.
He's the first. Like he would. Yeah. Besides Sam, Aragorn is also the one who protects Frodo throughout the first movie.
Okay, I will give you that. That is true.
He's also the one who. Even though it's really hard, he made a very important decision to move onto the woods of Galadriel and them because they would have been killed if they stayed.
That is true.
Even though it was very hard because he wanted to grieve too, he pushed them to continue.
I guess people who grieve take grief differently.
He also saved Frodo, Merry, Pippin, and Sam from being in the room that the ring wraiths were going to kill them. He saved them from doing that. You don't remember when they find Strider in the...
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I was thinking about like the 3rd movie. I was like, when did that happen?
Also, in that a few minutes later, they were on top of the whatever the place where they stayed.
The hill with like that was like stone hedge.
And he fought off. I think. He fought off the ring wraiths by himself.
Now I think about, wasn't this the same place that Azog was hiding out on in The Hobbit? I knew it looked familiar. It looked like the same place. I could be wrong, but it looked very like similar.
So like when it comes to acting, like acting in the moment, not being hesitant, he is very good at that.
Okay,
it's just that stepping up when it's like being a king and being in his place, he's not.
True.
Yeah.
Again, though, Sam is better, and here's another reason why Sam is better.
Still, I agree.
No, okay, here's why. I will stop ranting after this, but I got me this point. Sam, even though Frodo pushed Sam away because of the ring was, even when that happened, not only did he fight Gollum on the mountain and knock him away, he picked Frodo up and carried that man and the ring without being tempted into the actual volcano himself. That to me is just...
Also, Sam had a good life before they went on this trip. A good life.
And he
was going to confess his love to Rosie.
Was it Rose? Was it
Rosie? Rosie Cotton.
True.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mind you, you're sweet talking.
I love Sam to death. Like,
I'm just saying though, bro. Like, if you're willing to fight, he's a hobbit. He fought off Gollum, and he managed to carry his friend, who turned his back on him into the volcano, so that his friend could carry him again.
That tower to save Frodo.
That too.
I might not be able to carry Carry it, Mr. Frodo. But I can't carry it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think Sam is. That's why I mean another reason why I think Sam would be a good friend, or what we would want in a good friend, because he, even though he betrayed Sam twice because whatever, he still saved and helped Frodo even when Frodo turned his back on him.
Yeah, there are a lot of. I mean, each character has flaws.
Yes.
I will agree. But I would want a Sam in my life. Best friend. Just be there. I would want to be Sam in someone's life.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
No.
I was like, Sam's a dude.
Not that way, guys.
Plus, he's played by Sean Astin, so you can't really be Sam.
I want to be the person who would be there for my friend.
Right, but be like Sam.
Even if they hurt or push me away.
Also, I think Sam is because of Sam's character, he makes a good husband as well because of his character.
Oh yeah.
Like a good father, a good husband.
Rosie
I feel
did great in deciding to marry him and everything.
May's like, yeah, you go, girl, or whatever. That's what she's like.
Even though we don't get to really talk to her and stuff, she seems like the perfect person for him.
You don't talk to her. Sam talks to her. We the audience don't get to walk. Yeah,
even in the books, you don't hear him talk to her, but he does marry her.
True.
Also, I don't think that Sam would have had the guts to go and confess if he hadn't gone on this trip.
True. That is true. I think it made Sam have a little bit more confidence.
Yep. And he never thought he was really worthy of it, but he has all the stories now, and he can He can protect her.
Exactly. Because Sam's a boss, bro.
Anyway, we got one more. And I think you guys already know who it is because we haven't mentioned him at all in this.
Yeah, like I said, there's only 2 people that we actually agreed on as far as spots go, and that was Legolas and Pippin.
Number 1 is Pippin.
Best character by far. There's no. In the story. Case closed.
Okay, I know you guys are like, he's not that great of a character as far as he's just funny and all this kind of stuff. But I'm like, okay. He had, out of all the characters, he has the most development, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Because he starts off as a child, as far as the child mindset of, I'm gonna do, he gets rambunctious and gets into things and everything, and he doesn't take anything serious. Even when, especially, I remember the part when they were talking about, you have my bow, you have my axe, you have my... And he's like, wait, you're not going anywhere without us. He's like, you shall be known as the Fellowship of the Ring. Great. Where we going?
Yeah. Yeah, that was funny.
And they don't take anything serious. In the whole first
Mary
movie,
takes things a little bit more seriously than Pippin.
Second movie, it isn't until Mary makes him realize that
this isn't a joke. This is real life, and you need to focus.
We might not have the Shire.
The Shire.
Anything.
We don't have the Shire.
If this keeps going,
I can't do an accent, a Irish accent or Scottish accent. I don't know what kind of accent they have, but I can't do it.
The whole time that he's just not taking things seriously, and then the third movie he takes more serious.
Yeah.
He's the one who signal. Well, actually, that's in the second movie. He signals the Rohan.
He signals the fire thingy for Rohan to evacuate to. I forget what the city is called, but the city that's in the mountain that's kind of
He saves Faramir from being burned alive.
True.
He does kill a few.
Saves Gandalf too from being slaughtered.
Yeah.
Just saying he did.
Yeah.
He also helped fight at the end with Aragorn and them.
Him and Mary are the first ones to follow Aragorn into battle at the very end of the movie. So there's not much more to say about him.
Also, that kingdom that city or whatever that's in the mountains, they could have put I've heard a lot of people say they could have made the field with a flammable thing and then just shoot the No, I'm saying that would work because then they could just burn half the army. Never mind. I'm just saying they could burn half the army and then they wouldn't have to worry about you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would work.
Every time I watch the third movie at the end, when the thing collapses, how does it go around? Just go around the whole good army, like that. None of them die from that. It's just the orcs and stuff. Like the floor falls like this. So like when you
that is odd. I don't understand why it felt like that. That's weird.
Very weird.
Yeah, very weird.
Anyway, guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share with your friends. Anything else you want to say?
Me and my sister really do love each other, even though we disagree on some characters. Okay. Anytime
you see us arguing, it's just banter, and
it's just banter. But it's healthy to get your thoughts and stuff out, because if you keep all that stuff inside, it's not no.
It's like therapy to you.
I'm saying keeping negative thoughts and stuff inside and not letting them out doesn't make you feel good.
Right.
And it just makes you more mad. So I feel like this made me feel more calm and made me feel like
better.
It just made me feel better. I don't know. It's just good to get things off your chest, basically is what I'm saying.
Yeah. If you guys want us to do a ranking of the Hobbit characters, comment down below. We might do it way further in the future, but we have other plans for other videos. So we hope to see you next week for our next video. Bye.
Bye.